everybody. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another wonderful episode of the J Lounge. Of course, everyone knows out there the J Lounge is a celebrity-based podcast show where we talk with actors, directors, singers, you name it. They all come down here and we all have a great time. I, as per normal, am super excited to be introducing our next guest for today. This is a powerhouse singer, okay? She can sing, not sing. Sing. That's a capital on that. You can hear her amazing music and her amazing voice on Postmodern Jukebox, which I love. I'm actually really obsessed with. So, everyone, please give a super warm welcome to the amazing and talented Tia Simone. Hi, Tia.
Hey, thank you, Simone. Simone to Simone.
Right. And the
I love
Simone
that.
right.
And it's
I was
not
so
Simone,
yeah, we
like
do.
Raven Simone. Raven Simone did Raven. She said she was Simone, right? So you're not Simone,
Yes.
you're just regular Simone.
I love it. Us Simone's what can we say? We're just talented.
Fabulous, darling. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you giving me your time today.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go ahead and fire the first question at you. I want to know, Tia, what's your passion for music?
Okay. Sorry, I'm eating a little ice cream right now as well. So what my passion for music came from my grandmother, actually. Actually, my whole family. I come from a family of women. My everyone was musical except for my mom. I have three sisters, but my grandmother was really, she loves music. She loved music, and she passed at 102. So she grew up listening to, jazz and of course, soul and all of these things. And then my mom was into the Beatles and James Brown and Phyllis Hyman and Anita Baker. And I was just immersed in it. But I grew up singing classical music and opera when I was a kid. I was in the church, but I wasn't in the church. I was in the that kind of church. So yeah.
Okay. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love how all the music talent, except for mom, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
She
Mm-hmm.
she she was a birther of all of these of the supportive, and talented, you and he's like yeah, that is awesome. I love it. Going on to the next question. Going on to the next question here, Tia. I want to know, can you describe your sound to the J Lounge audience?
Meaning who I am,
Describe
or
your
as like
sound, your musical sound.
And my musical sound. Oh,
Yes.
there you go. I could hear the sound. Or describe my sound. You said describe who I am. I'm like, whoa, just getting deep. Okay. My musical sound, I think, is just me. I don't know. I'm a soul and rock singer, so I don't really sound like anybody else. I have influences in my voice for sure because of obviously ear training, listening to a ton of musicians and singers sing and all this stuff. So but as I said, grew up singing classical, I went to jazz, and then I joined a cover band like I don't know how many years ago, and I realized, I can sing more than just those things, and so now I do everything.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you said there's really no one that sounds like, because you're right. There is no one that sounds. You have your own unique sound. Like I said, you can sing. You can sing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Going on to the number 3 question. Name 3 people who influenced your career and why.
Let's see. So, let's do one person that I don't know. I would say for sure Tina Turner. I am Buddhist. She is a fellow Buddhist as well, and she's passed now, of course, but her style, the way she commands, the way that she owns her stage and who she was and is, definitely super influenced by her. And people sometimes call me Tia Turner, which is cool, but she was a force. And she never gave up, and it's amazing. So that's one. I would definitely say my grandmother. I'll bring her up again for sure. She influenced me a lot. Always said enunciate. You have to make sure people can hear what you're saying when you're and then I would have to say it's really hard, but you know, I really do have to say when I first started singing jazz, Billie Holiday
Yes.
was who Billie Holiday was who I was very much into at that time. I think Clueless, the movie, was out, and
Mm.
there's a scene in there where Cher goes, the guy picks her up and he's like, "Do you like Billie Holiday?" Billie Holiday, and she's like, "I love him." And a woman, obviously, Billie starts singing, and from then on, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And actually, I've never told that story before, but that's where my love for jazz that's actually true where it came
Yes.
from. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
love I love it a lot. And I still feel that jazz to this day is still very underrated when it comes to the, getting love and appreciation. Really. And I'm so
absolutely.
glad there's so artists that like you that still believe and still bringing that essence of jazz. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, to me, honestly, and I could be wrong, to me, there's nothing better, especially when it's winter outside. I got the fire going, I got the hot chocolate going,
Oh
I got
yeah.
the jazz, I got my book, and it's just me and my happy place. To me, that's just a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere right there.
150,000%. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Music it really sets the scene. It really is something that's a universal language that everybody understands, and it hits people in different ways. And
yes,
it
it does.
really, yeah. And I'm so grateful to be able to share in that way, as in giving and receiving. So,
Oh
mm-hmm.
my goodness. Yes, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Going on to the next question, Tia. I'm dying to know. How did you get connected with postmodern music?
Postmodern jukebox. Yes. So I, at the time, was being managed by this woman named Mia Apatow. And Mia, um, she lived next door to Scott Bradley's partner in Postmodern Jukebox. And Scott Bradley is the founder of PMJ. And they were speaking, and he was talking about how, Scott needed some inspiration for these next tours and stuff. And she was like, "Well, you should meet Tia Simone." So I went over to his place in, I think he was living in Sherman Oaks at the time, and went over to his place, sang a couple of songs, got to know each other. Didn't really work because I was actually working for another artist. I was touring with this pop artist, Andy Grammer, and so I didn't start working with Postmodern Jukebox until maybe about a year later.
Mhm.
And I did a couple of videos with them. He brought me in for that and in a photo shoot, but I never worked with him. And then my first tour was going to Europe, so that was amazing. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
so glad you got with Postmodern Jukebox because I say it, that group is some of the most talented groups of singers. What you guys do is absolutely phenomenal. I think it's amazing.
Thank you so
And
much.
I have to highly, encourage and praise. If you guys have not heard Postmodern Jukebox, it is great. It is some of your favorites with a classic, and I do mean classic twist. So I do highly encourage it. You will hear some of the greatest, like I say, some of the most talented group of singers coming up today. And yes, Tia is one of them. So I do highly encourage you guys to definitely listen up if you guys haven't. It's a really great time, a really great way to, kill some time, especially if you love listening to music and cleaning like I
Absolutely.
do. It is perfect. It is a match made in heaven
Amazing. Thank
perfect.
you. Yes, I really
Okay.
enjoy it. Yeah, I really, really enjoy what I do. And I love the singers and the musicians that I get to, play with, and they're really, really good, as you said. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, of course. Of course. Going on to the next question. I want to make sure, Tia, my audience follows you, your work, and your music. Where are you on social media?
So you can find me at everything is at Tia Simone, DOTCOM. So at tiasimone.com. You can find, my link tree, my Instagram, my YouTube. I don't really do much on YouTube, but all the things. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I highly encourage my audience. Make sure you follow Tia Simone on all social media platforms, stream the music, and of course, make sure you check her out on Postmodern Jukebox as well.
Mm.
Going on to the next question. What future projects are you currently working on that you can dish about to the J Lounge audience?
Yeah. So I actually did a live show here in Los Angeles in January. Started out the year with a bang. It was my first live show with my music, which was really cool. My originals and stuff. And so I'm actually getting ready to leave tomorrow to go to Michigan, where I'm from, and I'm going to shoot some video for my song Wild Child.
Oh,
Will be coming out this year. And so yeah, I'm going to be shooting some. My sister's actually going to shoot it, so she actually did the video for the live show because I had it playing in the background, but I needed to be in it. So so
yes.
we're gonna shoot
Oh
that. We're
my
gonna shoot
goodness.
that, and then we'll have a video with a single. So it'll be nice. Called
Oh
Wild
my
Child.
goodness. I am
Mhm.
excited. I am very, very
Thank
excited.
you.
I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait to learn and hear more about it, and I cannot wait to hear that new single as soon as it drops. I'm excited.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Going on to the next question, Tia, what goals do you hope to accomplish in your career that you haven't yet?
That's a great question. What goals I haven't accomplished yet? So
Mm-hmm.
I would love to sing in Japan. Have
Oh,
not done haven't done
yes.
Asia yet. I haven't done Asia yet. I've done Australia, New Zealand, Egypt, every like so many places, and I haven't done Asia yet. That would be amazing. I would love to do a tour with my band and a European
Yes.
my band. That's the other thing. And then alongside with that, I I really am. I'm also, I come from I wasn't just a singer. I also come from an HR background, and I'm in the process of starting a company that is geared toward artists, and meaning that, not everybody is going to be Beyonce, not everybody's going to have Justin Bieber money, not everybody's going to have, all of that, but musicians and actors and creatives deserve to have people that help them, assistants and all of this stuff. And so I'd love to start my temp agency for assistance in for musicians and artists. So that is a big thing because as I retire, I mean, I will still be singing, but I won't be touring. I would love to be able to give back, and I know that I'm supposed to be of service, and especially to my industry, because it's really, really difficult to do this work and to get paid for it and to be taken seriously. And I want everybody, as many people as I can, to help to have a chance to do the things that I've been able to do.
No, I absolutely understand exactly what because you're right. Not everyone's gonna have, like you said, the Justin Bieber money or, being on the Beyonce level, but
Mm-hmm.
they still need a little push and a little help regardless, getting to where they need to be.
100%.
Because this is
Absolutely.
not a cheap business, okay? This is not a
No.
cheap
And this
business at
world is
all.
is getting more and more expensive every freaking hour. So there you go.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I like how you're thinking about the other artists that don't have that platform. They need to
Mm-hmm.
have some assistance too because they have talent and sometimes, they can't always showcase that talent because of, money or, having the assistance, having the,
Yeah, the attention.
yeah,
Because when you have to do everything yourself, there's a lot of people that are just, there's left brain, right brain people. Like the creatives, sometimes you can't do that type A stuff. So it's like they're not very good. I know I can't. I have ADHD. And a lot of people with mental stuff have ADHD, depression and anxiety and all of that. And when you have all of that, those things, you know, you're not able to really flourish creatively.
Right.
You know, you need to be able to have that space and be able to breathe in order to actually create. So I would
I
love to be
agree.
able to be of assistance in that for other artists, because I know how much I would have benefited from someone helping me as well.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that. Honestly,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
agree.
thank you.
All right. Just got a couple more questions here for you,
Sounds good.
TS. What are some of the most proudest moments in your career so far?
Oh my goodness. Well, definitely my show in January. That was 20 years in the making, and I've had bands and I've toured and all this stuff, but I've never done my own show, and it was amazing. So much love. It sold out. It was in Santa Monica. It was just gorgeous, and I really, and you know, it's like one of those things. Like I'm originally from Michigan, so I've been away from my family for 20 years, and it was that show that was the this is why I've been gone from my family and my friends. So most everyone came out, and it was just lovely. So
Oh,
that
that's so
one,
beautiful.
thank you. Yeah, that
That's
one
so
for
beautiful.
sure. I definitely think, oh man. There's just, you know, I have to say, being able to travel to places that I've never ever would have thought, like
Yeah.
Bratislava, like where is that? Like even Paris, did this amazing Paris show with at this place called Olympia and with PMJ, and we had like a 2 to 3 minute standing ovation, and just, I mean, they were gonna bring the rafters down. It was incredible, and being able to like make people that excited about being alive, like it's so cool. So
It
that
is.
is really a huge accomplishment for me to be able to share like that um with so many people that really appreciate it, you know.
Absolutely.
um and I'll give you one more. Let's see here. Well, yeah, I've had you know, since I started in classical and opera and jazz, and I was so hard headed and didn't listen to my teachers sometimes, and, you know, moved into belting and all of these things, singing super loud, super rock, and I didn't do it right. And so I definitely had vocal trauma. And so I'm probably the healthiest I've ever been right now. And it feels really, really good to accomplish that, because it's taken a long time for me to get back. Yes, I sounded fine to everybody else, but for myself, I know what I am capable of, and not being able to do what you're capable of is really, really disheartening and, I mean, shit, depressing, you know? So,
Yeah.
uh,
Be honest. Yeah. It is
yeah,
depressing.
is just sucks. So being able to sit here with you and actually be honest about where I'm at in my career and where how I'm feeling about, yeah, it feels really good. That's a huge accomplishment. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that in fact you were able to go to different places and travel, and just that is itself is rewarding, and then you get the standing ovations. That's even better. That's a cherry top of a, Sunday here. So that's really awesome. Those
Mhm.
are amazing. I love that. And
Thank
going on to the next question, what have been some of the most difficult moments in your career?
Oh gosh. I mean, you know, living in LA is difficult in itself. You know, this is the grind, like grinding, being, you know, I left my full-time gig to pursue music full time, and I had to start all over, you know, and that was probably like 15 years ago, 14, 13 years ago.
Oh,
And I mean, I couldn't pay my rent. I could barely pay my rent. I was stealing electricity from outside in the hallway, you know, like when I couldn't pay, you know, I could not. I was working, you know, I was in 4 bands, working 3 nanny jobs, just trying to make ends meet. And
goodness.
it was super difficult, you know, but I just really believe that if you are good at what you do, if you're passionate about it, I mean, you have to be good at it too. If you're passionate about it and with the attitude that I will not give up, it just has to work out. You will be rewarded. Like it's just that's just the law. Like that's it. So, I'm so grateful to be able to go through those difficult times because I wouldn't be here sitting with you. So that was really hard. And then like actually like let's talk about maybe something that happened on stage. The biggest moment was when I first started out. I was actually in school and I came back from I went back to high school to see my sister play basketball, and she was so good, and these games were packed, and they were like, we have an alumnus here from Okemos High School. Why doesn't she come up and sing the national anthem? And I'm like, yes, I got this. And I went up there, I walked, all my family and I, we sat at the back of the stadium or the theater or whatever. I say theater because I'm thinking about music, but of the bleachers at the top because we would yell and scream like crazy banshees, and so we make sure we're in the back. So I had to walk all the way down and all the way around to the ref, and I had the mic, and I looked at my sister as she's standing there in line with her fellow basketball players, and I look at her in the face and I say, I forgot the words. So I start, oh, say, can you see?
It's always that moment when you start.
Yeah, what so proudly we hailed. And that was it. And I'm like, and then the refs had to come in. Oh, so God. Like it was so embarrassing. He finished the song. And I had to do the walk of shame all the way back up the bleachers to the back of the bleachers. Yeah, it was horrible. It's horrible.
Walk of shame.
Yeah, and my mom always brings it up, man. She's always like, yeah, you forget lyrics. I'm like, why you gotta bring up old stuff? Yeah. So I'm working on that. I can hum a melody all day long. I can sing you a melody, but lyrics and me, we have problems.
That is too much. That is way too much.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That is something else. That is something else, but not the walk of shame though. Not the walk of shame.
The full walk of shame, honey. The full walk of shame.
Oh God. Oh, I'm hoping to avoid that. I really hope to avoid the walk of shame.
Yeah.
Because it's just not something I want to go through.
No.
Too much.
For sure was one of the most embarrassing things ever. But yeah, I'm still here though. Look at me.
You're still here, exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, going on to the last question for you, Tia. What's your favorite genre of music to do vintage covers? So I know you did What I Like About You, and that was
yes. That was like 80s or
there you go.
70s, something like that. Yeah, I did that one. I did the Taylor Swift one, was the first one. I've done Shoop and
yes.
And what was the other one? Oh yeah, Metallica. I did a Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. And the thing is, I guess it's what feel I'd like to sing it in more so, because I feel like Scott Bradley's super talented and he's able to take anything and make it into anything, Mm-hmm. But it has to be a song that people, for me, has to be a song that people really know, that people really love. So a lot of those are kind of like poppy, kind of stuff, or ballads, but the spin that he puts on them just makes it so fresh that it really doesn't matter, which I think I love singing the style of soul and rock for sure when we flip up. I would love to do another ballad for sure.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And if you had your choice, what song would you like to cover for a vintage spin?
It's funny. I had this idea. I haven't even told Scott this, but I had this idea since it would be so super cool. It's not even from just me, but since the We Are the World documentary came out, it would be so cool if we could do something with all the performers that have done something with PMJ and do like a
That
We Are
would
the
be
World,
awesome.
right? And you have the tap dancers. I don't know how you would do it, but like figure out a way to make it beautiful. And so that's definitely a dream of mine for sure. I wish, especially for the 10-year anniversary, it would have been dope to have that. So
Gosh, yes.
maybe for the 20th, anniversary, or the 15th or
I
something,
was gonna
or
say 15th or 20th. Yeah, that would
yeah,
be awesome to see.
right?
Oh, you guys would crush it. Oh, you
Yeah, I think
guys
so
would
too.
crush it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Look, if you guys ever need a hype woman for postmodern jukebox, okay, I am right here. I will hype anybody up anytime, anywhere. Just
Where are
give me
you
a reason.
located?
I am located actually here in Washington. I do believe you guys
Oh,
came here not so long ago in Seattle.
yeah. So yeah, let me know the next time we are touring there. You'll have to come see a show. I
I
got you. We
will.
got you. We got
That's
you.
that sounds awesome. That
Yeah,
sounds so awesome. Oh, I'll be so excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me a
absolutely.
reason to be there. I'll be the greatest hype woman you'll ever see in your entire life. Hands down. Hands down.
Amazing. Yes. Love it, Simone. Love it.
Oh, Tia, you have been such a breath of fresh air to be able to interview today. Love your
Thank you.
attitude. I love your energy and your talent. Like I said, it's just insane. It's off the charts. And I am so glad that you're getting the success that you are, but you're able to still be, vulnerable on some of the, not so glamorous stuff. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, Simone. Thank you very, very much for having me.
You're welcome. I appreciate you for being here. And of course, I want to highly encourage my audience one more time. Make sure you follow Miss Tia Simone on all social media platforms and make sure you check her out on Postmodern Jukebox as well. We want to see more of her work. And yes, we want to support her because we want to see that we are the world. 15. Clocking it. We are clocking it. We are seeing it. It's not enough discussion. We are going to see it.
Yes.
My goodness, you're welcome. Well, of course, you guys know I have been your hostess with the most, is Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson. I will be back with another great episode here soon. I want to thank my amazing guest, Miss Tia Simone, one more time. I want to thank everyone for listening in. Everyone, you'll all have a beautiful day. I'll be back soon. Bye.